I don't know what deep dark magics Innokin had to utilize to get that much power into a kit that is this comfortable to carry and pocket, but they absolutely did it. Hey compadres, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already, because today we've got a rather special video in store for you. It is our annual roundup of what we believe are the very best vape kits of 2023. We're going to be taking a look at 10 kits that we feel can fulfill any need that any vapor out there might have. If you're currently vaping and you're not super satisfied with your current machine, take a look at some of these, because they are definitely going to have something for you. And if you're currently smoking, but you are curious about giving up and you've looked into vapes, you are going to love this, because we are definitely going to show you at least one kit that is going to serve your personal needs and requirements. Without further ado, let's jump on in to the very first of our best kits of 2023. First up, we've got an MTL vape kit for those of you who believe flavor is the highest virtue in vaping, with the FreeMax Galex Nano, an 800 mAh pod device with 3 different levels of power adjustment. You can tap this button on the side to switch between the 11 to 22 watt range, and you can also tap it to both get a little bit of color to show what battery level you're at, and a frankly gorgeous LED system as well. You've got a really durable construction and incredible GX coils in here made of SS904L military grade stainless steel and tea tree fiber wicks that don't impart any impurities on the flavor. The pods also have a delightful chimney maze system in them as well that makes liquid leaks a thing of the past. An absolute must-have for anyone who loves a tasty puff. Next up, we've got our favorite small vape of the year with the Voopoo DRAG E60, a very small portable sub-ohm kit with a 2,550 mAh battery capacity. You've also got a 5 to 60 watt range that you can cycle through with the little button just here. Really nice display screen. You've got a lovely airflow control system, which is adjusted by simply turning the pod itself. And whilst this is a DTL device intended for big cloud action, if you can get your hands on some of the Voopoo PNP TR1 coils, which have a 1.20 resistance, you can immediately transform this into a small, discrete MTL pod vape. Whilst the finish on it does have some occasional scratch issues, we don't think that in any way takes away from how wonderfully functional this lovely little box is. At number 8, we've got a Geekvape kit for anyone who's looking to give up the cigs, but you're on a little bit of a tight budget at the moment, with the Geekvape Sonder U. Utilizing the same pods as the WENAC series, the Sonder U gives a wonderful MTL experience with great flavor and a maximum wattage output of 20. Although you won't be adjusting it yourself, it automatically detects the appropriate wattage level for your given coil. Despite this being a very affordably priced piece of kit, you've actually got a 1,000 mAh battery packed into this very snug and grippable machine. That is more battery charge than you'll get on some devices that go for twice as much. So if you are looking to give up cigs and you want a nice streamlined device that isn't going to take any fuss and it's nice and simple to use and gives you that same ciggy satisfaction, the Geekvape Sonder U is a nice cheap option that will not let you down. At number 7, we've got our favorite recent MTL kit release with the Innokin Coolfire Z60. With a 2500 mAh battery and a wattage range of 6 to 60 and full compatibility with Innokin's classic Z coil series, you've got every kind of vaping in your hand here. Whilst it is designed for MTL pups, you can go ahead and whack a lower resistance coil in this, and with a 60 watt max, you can definitely kick out some nice clouds. And speaking of coils, you've got refresh and coil plus mode installed on the device to give you greater coil longevity, knocking residual juice out of the cotton so you don't have to keep on buying more and more coils, and you can just get every drop of life out of the ones you've currently got. Whilst it is a slightly heavy device and some of the features on here may be slightly beyond completely brand new vapors, anyone who's doing MTL vaping and plans on doing it for a good while longer would be absolutely well served by the Innokin Coolfire Z60. And number 6, we've got a wonderfully versatile pod kit from OXVA with the XLIM V2, a 900 mAh portable pod kit which, whilst designed for MTL use, can be used for RDL if you can get your hands on the 0.6 ohm coils. You've got a little display screen here, and you can also, by just tapping the button 3 times, begin to cycle all the way as high as 25 watts, giving you a lovely amount of power that you can kick out some really impressive clouds with from a device that fits into any pocket. You've got some airflow control just on the side here, and a really nice tight build, as well as disposable pods, so you won't have to bother yourself with messy coil changes. The best of all worlds in a pod vape. Number 5 now, we're at the halfway point, and we've got a little something for those of you who have just quit smoking and want a nice simple device that is going to keep you off the cigs, with the Voopoo Argus Z, a 900 milliamp kit which is seen as a stripped down but slight improvement on the previous Argus pod kit. It still utilizes the Argus pod, so you don't have to worry about changing the coils. You just grab a new one, use it till it's done, and then toss it away, grab a new one, pop it in, repeat the cycle. You don't have to worry about changing the wattage because it automatically detects the right wattage to use with the given coil that's placed in here. No button on it, you simply puff on it to use it. It's got a lovely grip pattern going around the middle here that is perfect for cigarette style gripping, and it's a simple fuss-free device that isn't going to bother you and is going to keep you on the straight and narrow. Once you put down the ciggies, grab one of these and you will stay on the vaporous paths. And number 4, we've got a lovely classic vape pen style device for you with the Innokin Endura Apex. With an 1800 milliamp battery, this is going to give you days of use sometimes, particularly when you consider that the maximum output is only 18 watts. You can switch between 14.5 to 18 watts by just turning this little wheel on the base, and you'll notice it changing color to indicate that you've swapped the power settings. You've got a lovely, nice, wide open airflow ring here, and it continues to be compatible with Innokin's classic Prism S/T20S coil system, coming with 2 new variants that have meshed coils for improved absorption rates and much better flavor carrying. It is slightly heavier than some of the other devices we've looked at today, but if you are looking for a nice hefty kit which has a classic design build to it, you cannot go wrong with the Innokin Endura Apex. And number 3, we've got our favorite sub-ohm kit as of late with the Geekvape T200, a frankly massive sub-ohm kit with a 200 watt maximum output and a gorgeous 2.4 inch full touch display system. You can cycle through the power by just tapping on the screen and physically cycling through it, just like you would with your smartphone, all the way as high as 200 watts. It also comes loaded with TC and bypass modes for any of those of you who like to build your own coils, and this device is absolutely built for that. But it does come with the Zeus tank included, which, if you know us, you will know we do love this tank. It has a lovely, massive amount of cloud production and a fantastic top-based airflow that dramatically cuts down on the likelihood of messy hands. Whilst it's not super travel friendly, being as large as it is, and the screen will drain the batteries a little bit, if you're looking for competition grade cloudage, the Geekvape T200 is absolutely the kit for you. Number 2 now, and the penultimate kit is our favorite starter kit of the year, and this is a returning champion in the form of the Innokin T22 Pro. It has a simple 9.5 to 13.5 wattage range, which you can cycle through by just tapping this base button here, but you don't have to worry about draining the power on it. You can keep it on 13.5 as long as you want it to, because this remarkably lightweight kit has a, drumroll, 3,000 milliamp battery packed into it. I don't know what deep dark magic Innokin had to utilize to get that much power into a kit that is this comfortable to carry and pocket, but they absolutely did it. Now, whilst it doesn't have airflow control on it, little slight downside to it, most people who need a starter kit aren't necessarily looking to play with airflow control. They just want a nice, reliable kit that is going to keep them going. The tank has a lovely sliding top fill here and does come with the M18 coil system, an improvement on the old T18E coils with much better airflow and flavor. If you are just looking to start and you want a nice comprehensive kit that is going to give you several days of vaping, the T22 Pro is absolutely the kit that you should be looking at. Finally, at number 1, Mist's Kit of the Year for 2023 is not in fact a brand new dilettante of the vaping scene, but is instead a seasoned veteran in the form of the Aspire Zelos 3. You'll notice there's a little bit of juice in the tank here. That's because this is my personal device that I use day in, day out. You have a 3200 milliamp battery packed into here, which again, that is days of use. You've got a 1 to 80 watt range. I mean, if you're keeping it as high as 80, you might find you need to charge it every day or so, but 3200 milliamp still goes a long way. The tank that it comes with as well, the Nautilus 3 tank, is incredibly comprehensive. You've got a super sturdy and very reliable sliding top fill here, absolutely no leak issues that I've experienced, and one of my favorite features about this kit, the coil isolation chamber. When you unscrew the base to take out your coil, some little windows drop down over the wicking ports, meaning that you can change a coil with a full tank of juice and not lose a drop. And speaking of coils, this tank is compatible with the full Nautilus coil range, which I believe gives you coils between 0.4 to 1.8 ohms in resistance, giving you access to every kind of vaping possible. The device does come with this lovely tapered mouthpiece, but it also comes with a nice wide one for anyone who wants to take in a nice fat lungful. A little bit heavy, but with a 3200 mAh battery, you cannot complain. The Aspire Zelos 3 has proven itself to be one of the best, most reliable vape kits in the world, and we do not think this is going to be the last time we're going to be showing you this darling of the vaping scene. Thank you for watching, guys. We hope the Mist's roundup of the best vape kits of 2023 has given you some food for thought as to what vape kit you should be looking at for your next purchase. As you can see, there are vape kits for every kind of vapor out there, so don't worry about browsing. Take a good long while to take it all in because there's a lot to choose from. And if you are still a little bit confused, be sure to subscribe to our channel because we've got a lot more to tell you and a lot more to inform you about, with some fantastic kits and juice coming up in soon to be posted videos. Have a wonderful day, guys. Leave us a comment and have a great day.